going on YouTube? Dave's Midlife Card Crisis here. Going to start my PC showcase week with my baseball card binders. And this is also going to be a contest response. Not only for Ben, you'll show your hits, but also for response-baseballcard6251, who's running a contest about how you do your binders. So I'm going to get that going here. Video may be a little long, so bear with me on these, but we're going to start with, these are my retired player binders. Everything's going to be kind of in alphabetical order. It's kind of how I keep them. And we'll have some older cards in here and some newer cards, but I start off with this is A through H, I think. And this we got Hank Aaron at the beginning. There's some inserts from Hank Aaron here. Then I have a couple of the minis. Then Roberto Alomar. I got several pages of him. Sandy Alomar. A couple Jim Abbotts. Steve Avery. Hall of Famer George Brett. Actually, I got a couple pages of him. Then recently to the Hall of Fame, Craig Biggio. And sorry guys, this is a little wobbly. I'm trying to do this from the iPad. He was a really good player, George Bell. And several pages of him. I got my Bonds. And then Bobby Bonilla. A couple Ernie Banks and Dusty Bakers on this page. Here's some Wade Boggs. A couple new Brock inserts. And Albert Bell or Joey Bell, whatever you want to call him. Bert Blyleven. Ellis Burks. Kevin Brown was a good pitcher. Carlos Baerga rookies. A couple Jeff Bagwells. Rod Carew. Canseco. A couple pages of him. Clementes. And once I get like more Clementes, I'll just change this page and give him a new one. Here's some Gary Carter. These are non-Met uniform Gary Carter cards. And Joe Carter. Let's see, Roger Clemens. I'm going to kind of fly through some of these. Will Clark. Andre Dawson. Ken Caminiti on the top there. Several pages of Dawson here. Here's one of my favorite players from the 80s, 90s, Eric Davis. A couple Eckersley, Damon. Carlton Fisk. And so you had Cecil Fielder in there, Jim Palmer, Raleigh Fingers, John Franco. So that's that book. And then we'll move over to the next one. Start off with some Griffeys, Kurt Gibsons. So I'm just going to kind of fly through these, so this video is not taking forever. Tony Gwynn. A couple pages of Mark Grace. Juan Gonzalez. Bob Gibson. Andre Galarraga. Tom Glavine. Oral Hershiser. Several pages of him. A couple Ricky Hendersons. Keith Hernandez. Some Dave Justice. Wally Joyner. Bo Jackson. Randy Johnson. Kind of flip these. Chuck Knobloch. Barry Larkin. A couple McGuires. Fred Lynn. Kenny Lofton there on the top. Don't have many of his cards. Here's Eddie Murray. Like I said, I'll just keep my Fred McGriff, Dale Murphy, Paul Molitor, So even some of the newer cards that I'll actually put in here if they're retired players. Kevin Mitchell. Some 89 Bowmans in the back there. So Willie McGee. I PC him in here. Very good player. Move over to here. We got the P's through the Z's. Kirby Puckett's. Gaylord Perry, Jim Palmer, Rafael Palmeiro, several pages of Cal Ripken, Nolan Ryan, and so on and so on. We'll kind of just fly through these. Sandberg, Ozzie Smith, Brett Saberhagen, Darryl Strawberry. And that Mike Scott should probably actually go into my Mets binder, but oh well. Tom Seaver, Rock Raines, Sammy Sosa, Dave Stewart, Alan Trammell, Robin Ventura, Matt Williams, Dave Winfield, Robin Yount. So, and then I got a new player binder that I'm starting. Jose Batista, Ryan Braun, Beltre, Cespedes, Miguel Cabrera's in here, Darvish. So I'm not going to get too much into this one. It's kind of pretty empty. Just kind of started this one, so I'm going to go through the rest of my binders and pull out the good players and start a new one. And we got the Mets and Yankees binder. This one right here is just 80s and 90s Mets and Yankees all combined. Not really any of the good players. Just mostly the other base, but these are the major ones. Let me fix this camera real quick. Alright, so I'll kind of start off this with some of the just major Yankee players. Just kind of just to start off with a showcase of top players. And a couple of these Yankee Stadium, whatever they're called. Then I got some these Gypsy Queen and Allen and Ginter minis. Then a couple 80s minis. Those are pretty cool. Some of the 89 Bowman insert things. Then 89 Bowmans. Then I kind of go through my start off in A's, and then work my way through the B's. There's Beltre, Yogi Berra, a couple Boggs, Jason Bay. And I'll skip through most of these players. Here are all the Gary Carters in the Mets uniforms. Robinson Cano. Is that Jobber Chamberlain? Here's some David Cones. Mike Davis. Artie Dickey. Jacob deGrom. A couple of his rookies. Their corner's a little bent on those, so that's why I have them in the binder. The other ones are in top loaders. Let's see here. Flip through a couple Lenny Dykstra's. Ron Darling. So I have some 80s guys in here, but just the top players. John Franco, Whitey Ford. Here's one of my favorite Mets pitchers. My favorite growing up, Sid Fernandez. Several pages of him. And I got a bunch of Doc Goodens here. The rookie right there in the middle. Another rookie down here. And I actually got a lot of these from Ricky Russo. He hooked me up with a big fat stack of Dwight Gooden and Darryl Strawberry cards. Okay. Here's some of the newer stuff. I'm going to start adding to those. A couple of the Yankees. Curtis Granderson, which is cool. I got some Mets and Yankees in that uniform. Ron Guidry. Here's Lou Gehrig. Keith Hernandez. And let's see. El Duque. Here's some Matt Harveys. Here we got, there's more Keith Hernandez over there. Little Hojo. Dude, this one over here. This is Reggie Jackson. Let me pull some of these up. A couple Reggie Jackson cards. And there's a Kuroda. Got one more, guys. Just bear with me here while I open this one up. This will be the end of the PC baseball binders. This one's starting off with a little Don Mattingly. And a lot of these I also got from Ricky Russo. He just unloaded all his 80s and 90s base on me, which is much appreciated, because I love this kind of stuff. Alright, who we got there? Pedro Martinez, Matsui, Melky Mesa. Let's see what we got here. Daniel Murphy for the Mets. Got nice Tino Martinez. And Mr. Met on the top. Here's some cool mantles, rookie reprints and inserts. Let's see, Roger Maris, Thurman Munson, Brian McCann and J.R. Murphy, Kirk Neuenhuis, Nova. Here's a bunch of Paul O'Neills, which Ricky Russo hooked me up with these as well. Ton of awesome stuff. And like I mentioned before in some of my videos, you know, I wasn't collecting back when all these cards came out, so it's kind of cool that for me to have all these since I missed out on them. Alright, John Olerud, Andy Pettit, a couple of Jay Paytons. There we go. We got here's some Babe Ruth. This is a cool one. I really like that one. Here's some Nolan Ryans, Phil Rizzuto, Mariano Rivera. This is a cool one too. It's one of those framed cards. A-Rod. Let's see here. Darryl Strawberry. So some new ones here in the front. And most of these are going to be from the 80s and early 90s. CC Sabathia. And now these are cool. I think those are out of opening day. These like flame cards. Here's some Tom Seavers. This is cool. Got this from Memorabilia. Hooked me up with this autograph, so I'll put it here in my. Try to get it into my showcase here on my display, but it didn't work out. But it's pretty dope. So I stuck it in here with the binders with some Soriano cards. Swisher, Johan Santana, who's making a comeback, I think, this year. We got Teixeira, Right, here's some David Wrights. Bernie Williams. Zach Wheeler. There's a Dave Winfield. And that's pretty much it. So that is my baseball binders. And hope you enjoyed. You have a good night.